For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello, welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure. Today I'm with the Vango Rivendale 800XL. It's a brand new model for the 2016 season and sits really nicely in the Vango Airbeam range. So the first thing you see about the actual tent itself is the beautiful colour that it is. A really nice sort of vibrant blue and very, very pleasing. Now it's basically in three different sections to the tent. So you've got your awning, your living area and your bedroom area. So it's a really nice, spacious, roomy tent and sits in between sort of Tega and the Illusion. So about £1,000 for the Rivendale. It's a really good price point and certainly offers an awful lot of tent for the £1,000. So in terms of the actual specifications itself, it's a 5,000mm hydrostatic head and also is 150 denier. So it's 150 denier, which is what the Illusion was in the 2015 season. So 2016 season, that Illusion's been up spec to 420. This is still 150 denier, but it's still a good quality fabric. It's just the fact that Vango's actually up spec'd some of their top of range tents this year. But you can certainly see the lovely big canopy area, but I will go into more details of that inside the tent, so we'll have a little look inside. So now we're inside the Rivendale. First thing you notice is the lovely big nice canopy that we've got here. So you've got a nice head height throughout the actual tent itself. Certainly in the middle, when you get to the corners it does tend to bow down a little bit, so it's not quite as brilliant as we say as the Illusion. The door, which you see from the outside on the front of the sort of canopy, can be positioned in a free position. So fully open as I had it, you can bring it halfway or actually bring it fully shut. Now the tent itself offers a nice big canopy, which you've got lovely big windows as well. So you've got curtains for the windows in the canopy area, so you can get your privacy when you want to as well. So that's a really nice sort of feature. There isn't a ground sheet supplied with the Rivendale for the awning area, but you can buy the footprint, which will come with a ground sheet specifically for this area. So that's a very worth purchasing. To be honest, if you buy the tent, it's worth spending an extra £50–55 just for the footprint, because not only does it cover the main base, but you get a nice ground sheet for the canopy area as well. You do get hanging points and lanterns. You've got one inside the actual awning itself, and then three more in the main living area of the tent. So the tent itself, you can see nice big crystal clear windows into the living area and the door, which is fixed, but you've also got a mesh panel on there like so. There is an inner bedroom supplied for the living area to make an 8-berth, so apart from that it's sort of 6-berth. So you've got a 2, 2 and a 2, or 2 and a 4 that side, and there's an additional bedroom which you've got down here on the floor, which you can toggle up. Just click into position when you want to sleep some extra guests. So personally I feel it's a really nice option when you've got extra guests coming, but for the majority of the time during the day, at least anyway, you want to have that down and sort of packed out of the way. So you just got 4 points along the top, which you just unclip, and then clips along the bottom again. So nice thing, just takes up a lot of room in the daytime, so remove that and use the internal room. So if I do that like so, it gives you a better view of the tent actually as well, which is not a bad little thing. You've got nice Pvc windows on the two sides here, yet again with zip up and down curtains. So this particular model has zip up and down curtains to the big square windows, which is really nice because it means you can sort of zip it up halfway or 3/4 way and get a bit more versatility inside the tent itself. You've got one side door inside the main living area, which has got a mesh part to it, but you've also got things like storage pockets, put books, keys, or anything else you want to pop in there. Like I said, you've got hanging points and lanterns on 1, 2, 3 beams in the living area itself, and you've also got the helmets, which covers the toggle points of the inners. I mean, you can happily stand up inside the inners, no problem at all, and you've got small storage pockets in down the side for putting torches and things like that as well. Yet again, you've got cable entry points down here and here, so you can quite happily pop the cables in without having to leave the door open all the time. And then you've got Velcro tabs along the main beam in the centre, so you can tie the cable away without having to try and lynch your kids. Overall, the tent is a really nice model, so for £1,000 you tend to get quite a bit for your money. Personally, I feel the Illusion actually probably is a better buy. So if you can actually afford to spend that £250 more, I would definitely recommend getting the Illusion. Things the Illusion has which necessarily the Rivendale doesn't. The Illusion actually has a ground sheet which comes in the canopy area, and it's actually toggled up as well. This door here on the Illusion can be zipped back all the way, so you can actually have it as one big nice open area. Yet again, you've got a door on that right hand side there which is mesh, and you've also got a rain safe door on this side here, so you can enter and exit into living area without having the water drooping down off the roof into the ground sheet. The Illusion also has the option of having a roof canopy or roof protector to make your tent last longer, and the fabric on the Illusion is 420 denier, so it's actually nearly 3 times the thickness of this, and also it's ripstop. So for £250 more, I personally find it is quite a lot more tent. Also the door on the canopy area is slightly different as well. Rather than being a sort of round curved door, it's a straight run door, so it means you can actually lift that up with some king poles and then create an ever joyous canopy. So really nice tent, nothing wrong with this tent. It's a brilliant tent, and certainly for £1,000 you get a lovely free section area with a decent sort of spec. But yeah, really nice tent, can't really put a foot wrong. So if you can't necessarily afford the Illusion, a really good model to go for. But it's certainly one we'll be stocking for the 2016 season, and we'll have the tent up on display possibly. One thing to be aware of is you can actually get this very tent in the polycotton material. So the polycotton material, which is called the Rhapsody, so same in terms of the design and everything about it, just the fact it's polycotton rather than polyester. So the joys of that is a bit more breathable. But I mean, that one's positioned about £1,500, so it's an extra £500 more than this particular model. But that's a bit of a detail on the specification and sort of the layout you've got inside the Rivendale. If you have any more questions, by all means ask us here at Attwoolls. We're always available for your assistance.